Hey, I have this look for you guys today. If you want to hang out with me and watch me figure it out, because I just kind of sat down here with a bunch of Bare Minerals stuff and thought, ooh, I'm going to play a little bit. So this is what I came up with. And I used a really pretty purple. I've never used purple eyeshadow in my entire life. So at least not that I can recall. So I've got that on my lower inner corners, heading more toward the outer sides. But this is the look. Watch me play, learn a few things maybe, try a few things maybe, and we'll just have a good time together. Okay? See ya. I'm gonna start out with the original mineral foundation. I was reading Mineral Veil, but then I realized they both say the same thing. So it's in a very beautiful fancy pants little container like this. Oh goodness. There goes half of what I need for my face on my hand. Told ya, I'm always a mess. Very expensive e.l.f. brush. I think it was $6. Okay, I got nothing on my face. This is in the color Fairly Light too. And another thing that you just don't want to overdo. Okay, buffing it in. This is something that if you do overdo this, you can really end up seeing some fine lines. We don't want that. Oh, I know why, because the heat's blowing. Jeez, I was wondering why my powder is kicking up all over the place. Okay. Looks like there's like nothing on there. But yeah, there is. Okay. I think I'm about done with this. It's a subtle change. If you want more and it works for your skin, by all means. Mineral powder on my eyelashes. Done with that. Introducing, not Keep It Glowing, Glow. Oh, goodness gracious. Anyways, I think it is the Glow Together. I have the Keep It Glowing kit, and that's what I was mixing it up with. Okay, so inside, isn't that just gorgeous though? That gold, that soft, satiny, almost a rose gold again. Jeez, packaging. Okay, so inside we have 3 of these little beauties. So I'm going to go in with Amber Glow as a bronzer. Looks pretty on my little brush. I like Bare Minerals because it is a little bit more, what's the word? Subtle. So, you know, it may not always have like this extreme payoff right in the start, but I like that because then room for less error. Especially with somebody like me. Because, you know, I just kind of like to slap it on there. I think that's about equal. Then I'm going to go take the Rose Matte right there in the center as my blush. Alright. This is a little bit hard coming off out of the palette here. Kind of scrubbing it with my brush a little bit, but we'll see what comes up. I have their All Over Radiance powder as well in a little itty bitty thing that, I don't know, it came in a kit that I bought last year actually. And do you know I have never used it? I just didn't really understand. Like it's kind of pinky. I'll have to give that a whirl for you guys and see what you make of it. Because it just seemed a little too colored. But I guess if you buff it out and all that stuff, it'll tone down. Blending with my bronzer. Alrighty. Now I'm going to take the Gilded Glow and go in as a highlight. this is pretty. Again, it's a little, okay, all right, I got it. It's a little tough coming off the palette. Oh, there's a fuzzy on my brushy. But again, I don't mind that because for a lot of these things, I think a lighter hand is necessary, and then you can always go from there. But boy, I hate when I gotta take stuff off if I've overdone it. Like with that Wet n Wild blush that day. That was funny. Alright. Let me just see how this is. Oh, it's nice. It's very, very, very subtle, which is fine by me. I'm just going to carry it down a little bit further onto my cheekbones. It is a little tough. There we go. I guess you got to kind of swipe and lift up at the same time. Soft shimmer. Not too sparkly. I actually am thinking about really highlighting with mattes first and then going over it with a little shimmer, just to make sure I avoid any of those little lines and little textured areas there. Alright, so that was the, I'm sorry, Glow Together, I believe, kit. I'll look it up and make sure I put the right name down below. Okay, eyes next. Oh no, concealer next. Where did I put that little guy? I am going to try out their bisque under eye concealer, their bisque concealer. I'm using it for under eye. Does it say under eye? No, it says multitasking. Take a little pat of this, pat it in my lid, dunking my brush. Alright. Ooh, that's interesting. I've never used a powder concealer before. And I wanted to try it without any other concealer because I just really wanted to see the coverage and what's not. By the way, if you notice a little twinge to my roots, yeah, it's because I did the henna the other day. And where grays come in, they can be very resistant to the henna. And I probably still had some conditioner left on my roots, which if you do, it's going to interfere. So it's not a big deal. I'm just going to go back, mix another little batch up. Don't know what I think of that. I know I read reviews and people swear by this, but maybe they don't have the texture I do. Lines, creases. Yeah, okay. I'm going to just kind of stop with that and let it settle on. I mean, the color's nice, but I don't really see it smoothing my under eye. Or maybe this is better for like blemishes and not under eye. Okay. You know what? I do have their eyeshadow primer too. It's off in the other room though, and a lot of times I don't even use eye primer. Especially if I'm just kind of like, you know, doing a fun thing for the afternoon. I have to head out shortly, so I don't want to look like I'm a mess, but you know. Alright. I am going to actually put a touch more of that blush on, because when I was getting a little closer in on this mirror, I don't know if it's a blush. I'm using it as a blush. It would probably be a beautiful all-over cover. Match my sweater. I have a beautiful velvet violet. This is a punch of color. I've never used purple on my eyes. And Royal Rain and Summer. I gotta throw in some Summer. Okay, base coat. Again, working with hooded eyes. I'm gonna give you all the tips because if there are people watching with these lovely hooded eyes, I always want to offer as much help as possible so that we can all rally around our hoods. Oh my goodness, it slipped out of my fingers. There we go. And I did find my Sigma brushes. I should probably try those, but I didn't like figure out which is which yet. Okay, dumping some in here, swirling it around. Okay. I absolutely love Bare Minerals eyeshadow. Whether it's in the palettes, or it's a pressed powder form, or these little guys. I mean, I know they're a little bit more work, slightly more work to, you know, dip and swish, swirl. But I love the colors, I like the tones, I like how they wear. I'm just a big fan. Slight shimmer in this, and I am going above my, breaking my own rule, because it is such, again, just like with that Physicians Formula, where it was such a soft, oh, not really even a sheen. All right, base color is done. Crease color is going on. In whoops, Summer. I'm going to use this as like a transition slash crease color. Just cracking it open because I'm not really, I just want a light look, dumping it in there. Oh, you know what? I should show you guys. Oh, it's kind of hard. Okay. Oh, the color. I don't know if you can see that. It's beautiful. It is definitely a goldish color. I don't know if you can see it in the little lid here. The Royal Rain was a beige. See if you can see that. Beige color. Again, gorgeous. A taupey beige, kind of. Oop, 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 oop. Packaging. It either gives me a hard time going off or going on. Okay. So I am just going to mark my crease right there, above my fold, under my brow bone, jumping down in the pike position. That's what it reminds me of. Divers, when they first jump off and they're ready to do their pike position. Just diving down right there. And I'm going to bring this over halfway. Didn't mean to block all the light. I noticed in my videos when I lift my mirror up, everything gets really dark. But yet if I don't, I can't see and I make a mess. So, next eye. Oh, maybe if I keep it a little bit lower. Going right in again, under that brow bone. These don't, I just saw some kick up fly up, but they don't usually have that much. If you tap your brush off and put the right amount on to begin with. Okay, pulling it down, diving down to make my line, my angle coming out from the corner. I am nervous to throw on that purple. I haven't tried it yet. But I figured no better place than here and now with you guys to look like a clown. All right, my packable brush. Make sure it's good. Not gonna blow on it and make everybody yell at me about how germy it is. Ooh, cover up those lovely highlights there. All right. Wow. Lash Domination. There we go. Lash Domination. What a snazzy looking container. I'm going to use the mineral veil for a all over finishing powder. This is nice mascara. I'm going in with my trusty Smashbox eyeshadow that I love. Sumatra. Oop, wrong brush. Yep, there we go. Hang on. I'll be right back. Lips, one of my favorite parts from them because I'm still in love with their Moxie gloss. And I think I will... What's this one? Spellbreaker. Yeah, nice. Love this. Going in Spellbreaker, which this is the one that they don't make anymore. They have some new, my goodness, what is it called? Buttercream or something like that. You know what I gotta do. You know what? This one is my absolute favorite of the bunch. Love, love, love this color. So, let me see, where are my glasses? There they are. Oh, Mineral Veil. Meant to do that before the lips, because now I gotta tuck them way under. Alright, let's just give this a nice light. I have this, I think that, yeah, there's only one color this comes in. So let me get my nice big fluffy brush. Swirl, swirl, swirl. And just kind of breeze. See how pretty that is? Just breeze over my face with it. It just does put a really pretty tap, tap, swirl, swirl, buff, buff. Oh goodness, I bet you I'm late. It just puts a lovely little finishing touch, like the icing on the cake. Alrighty, let me throw on the glasses. Nice. That's nice, I like it. Definitely a different color choice for me. So I do like it. I'm happy. I would play around though more and go a little heavier on it, a little more heavy-handed in the inner corners again. For me, I can't really bring this up too high, but play away, test away, have fun. Ugh, I made a big mess today. Okay, so what do you think? I love this Spellbreaker so much. I'm so super sad that they don't make these anymore. Oops, it goes this way. Anyways, Full Face, Bare Minerals. I love their stuff. Okay, thanks for hanging with me and letting me take up your time and showing you this little thrown together look, which didn't come out that bad. So anyways, have a great day and I will see you guys next time. Okay, I just realized I just watched my, I imported and watched the film back. You got none of the tutorial where, or demonstration, where I put on the pretty purple. The camera had cut out. Yeah, it's still rolling now. The camera had cut out. I had no idea, as usual. And so I just figured I would just kind of jump back on real quick and show you guys what it looked like, because that's really ridiculous. Like, the purple was the big star. So anyways, let me just whip those off real quick. And it didn't translate through the video very well at all. Like, you could barely see it, but in real life it was gorgeous. So that's a shame too. So just be aware while you're watching that even though you can't really see it much, it didn't appear in real life. It's there and it's very, very, very pretty. So at any rate, here we go. Here's on my packable brush. I'm just going to dab it right into the lower inner corner, going halfway back to meet in with that pretty summer color on the outer edge. I'm not going above my fold with it. Okay, just kind of packing it on right there and then slightly smudging it out to meet the corners so it's blended, pleasantly blended. Okay, I am sure hoping you can see it now because, oh, it was so pretty and I'm so irritated that it didn't show up. Let me just see if I can, yeah, I don't even need to blend it anymore. Boy, I guess if you don't have like a movie star camera, you gotta deal with what you gotta deal with. So hopefully Yes, it is still filming. Hopefully you guys can see this now. I know I can't go in too close, but it is, oh, it's just, it's so pretty. I love purple. I got a new favorite.